Hello and welcome to Chicagoland, home to race 18 of the Reebok Truck Series. Time winding down for these drivers to grab a race win and possibly get their way into the chase. Henry Nova is on the pole alongside is Savannah Cole. Row 2, Michael Hegdahl and Mary Shelley. Row 3, Chris Washer and PJ Williams. Row 4, Alex Tanker and Nick Nauman. And row 5, Bob Johansson, Dustin Griffiths. Where does last week's winner start? I have no clue. In fact, let's figure out.
Drivers, start your engines!
He will start 41st. Jacob Sisko failed to record a time. And the hometown driver, Dillon Young, will roll off from the 32nd position. So the field comes through the... well, there's no point actually cutting away because I'll cut right back in. See, after the last round, there's only 9 races, including this one, left in the chase, or till we decide the chase field. 12 different drivers have recorded wins. 3 of those are multiple time winners, and those drivers have clinched their way into the chase. Seth Cole, the lowest driver in points, obviously, of those that have recorded a win because he has not raced all the races. In fact, he's only been in since the All-Star break. That was race 12 for these guys. So, I mean, you wouldn't expect him to be all that high in points right now. But I'm going to switch into TV2 as the field gets the green flag. Kind of like this camera angle the best out of the 3 choices. Through 1 and 2, Mary Shelley now to the back bumper of Henry Nova. Going down the back straightaway, she looks to the inside. It's PJ Williams there, and oh, that was close. Mary Shelley looks like she'll lead lap 1. Nick Nauman goes for second. He comes in with a 32-point lead over Elijah Workman. And I'm pretty sure that's probably like the first time since Daytona. Daytona actually, because these guys didn't race Daytona the second time. It's the first time since Daytona that someone other than Elijah was the points leader. I know, he's been just absolutely dominant, especially early on. But he's kind of faded as of recently. Nauman trying to get 5 bonus points. He will as Dustin Griffiths goes to the inside now. The Furniture Row Chevrolet. Furniture Row Racing here announced this week that they will be moving to Cup racing next year with veteran driver Drew Austin behind the wheel. That is the 5th team driver announcement that they've come up with for the Cup Series next year. So that's good to hear for them. Furniture Row finding the money to go Cup racing next season and hopefully for future seasons as well. Wish them the best of luck, as that one was close at the line. How about 0.04 of a second? As Michael Hegdahl now goes to the inside. Here comes Henry Nova back up to the race, up to the front, somewhat. Hegdahl trying to grab the race lead at the line. Williams will lead the lap. So it appears whoever will lead going into turn 3 probably will end up winning this race. Well, whoever leads going into 3 on the final lap. As here comes Nick Nauman back to the inside now. I heard scraping. Seth Cole's back here still. Whoever was scraping in the wall, though, apparently got away with it. As Nick Nauman now takes the race lead. He led the lap. Here comes Dustin Griffiths now. Here comes one of those multi-time winners here. James Shelley coming up to the front. You know, James Shelley is a very funny story so far this season. He raced the Cup Series in the 2003 season. But here it is, the 2004 season. He could not get the Cup ride, and his Shelley siblings took those rides, and James was out of luck. And to be fair, he was the only one that had not won any races. So he comes down here, picks up a job with, I don't even know who the team is. I really don't. I think it's Rab Racing, but I'm not quite sure. I have to check that. But here he is. He has 3 wins, and Henry Nova just got turned. Oh, Cody James is in it. Wayne James. Big wreck. Angel Navarro's in it. There's Cody James's remains. Oh, Dillon Young's right in the middle of this. Oh, that truck's going sideways, so I'm not sure the condition of it. Race to the line is going to be PJ Williams. I saw Henry get turned coming off of turn number 4, so I'm not quite sure. Oh boy, this could be bad. Well, not only is Kyle going to have to let those lap guys by, he has to let the 34 get by first. Okay, that resolved itself pretty nicely. We'll wait to see if the drivers will make pit stops underneath the caution, and then we'll take you back to see what happened. Nope. So let's take a look. And we're back. Here's where it started. It's about 4 wide coming out this corner. Chris Washer kind of gets squeezed in there by Nova and Daniel Day. Nova is the one that will go around. Let's see. Cody James, Elijah Workman. There's Wayne. Brandon Griffiths, Jake Cole. Looks like James Henry gets involved. Here comes Angel Navarro getting ready to get his damage in this. Chris Burton right in the middle of it. Bob Johansson, a 2-time winner this year. William Duncan, Dillon Young. Not quite sure if they get damage or not, but they're right in the middle of this. Boy, if Dillon doesn't get damage, I'm not quite sure how. Seth Cole gets stopped up in behind this. So is Dion Scott, Brad Johnson, Charles Sanford, Stacy Dutta, Jeffrey Buckeye. So a nice, simple little, weird little spin, I guess, coming off 4. We'll take you back to the green flag here from Chicagoland. And we are back. Cody James, Henry Nova, and Elijah Workman have retired after the incident. PJ Williams leads, and Kyle Thomas, Dustin Griffiths, James Shelley, Ian Dutta, Mary Shelley, Michael Hegdahl, Tom Shelley, Nick Nauman, and Daniel Day the top 10. Chris Washer, Dave Cole, Tom Gerard, Savannah Cole, Alex Tanker, John McNamara, Warren Cherry, Drew Austin, Vitaly Nikolaev, and Trevor Meacham, the top 20. Pace car will pull off. We'll profile where Dillon Young is probably later on in this run, especially if it starts into a green flag run. But the green flag's back out. PJ Williams leads. See if Kyle Thomas has anything for him. Kyle's had an interesting story this season as well. Started out the beginning of the year, he could not do anything but finish last, it seemed like. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's top 10 in points with like absolutely 0 top 10s. But here it is, race 18. He's got 5 of them. Still looking for that first win, and 4 of those top 10s are actually top 5. So pretty good job for Kyle. I mean, he's set himself up to possibly make it in chase if he can go and get a win. But right now, out of it without the win. He does not have the... There are so many drivers that have a win already that the points does not go far enough down for Kyle Thomas to be in if the chase had started at this race. Dustin Griffiths, the Darlington winner, takes the lead though. Let's see where Dillon Young is as we've kind of gotten into a little bit of a green flag run here. 26, making his way up through here at least. That's the battle for... that's the battle for 24th right there. How about last week's winner? I see him right back there, Seth Cole. 34th the last time around. This time around, 33rd. So PJ Williams now leads once again. Kyle Thomas going for the race lead. And at the line, it will be the American Ethanol Chevrolet leading. I'll say this. I said that probably will be the guy leading coming off of going into turn number 3. It definitely will be the guy leading off of 4 that will win this race. I will say that right now with the utmost confidence that that will be true. But here we go. Ian Dutta looking for the race lead. And it definitely is a big weekend for Dillon Young. He's the biggest celebrity that this of anyone that has been here this entire race weekend, because all 3 of the touring series are at Chicagoland this weekend. So Dillon Young has been at all the parties and everything. He said that he's been glad of all the times that he could be in the race car this weekend, just because it's the one time where these fans have not been near him and he could just do his job and prove to them why they are cheering for him. Don't get me wrong, he has said that he loved being with the fans and everybody, all his family that's been here, but he loves the racing, and I know he's probably not too happy about where he's running right now, but I know for a fact that he is glad that he's in the race car today and probably not having to be in the garage area answering questions already, trying to sign autographs and everything. Although Kyle Thomas now leads. Tom Girard was making the look. Tom's one of the 2 drivers now in the Coke Vanilla Cup Series that have started every race without winning once. So pray that we're cheering for him to get that, or cross his name off the list. Cheering for Charles to do the same thing. Charles Jackson, the older person on that list. As here comes Tom Girard, he'll come down and lead a lap now as Alex Tanker looks to the inside, the Geico Toyota. As there are only 7 laps to go here from Chicagoland. Oh, Dillon's up to 21st now, making moves. Looks like he's got Jeffrey Buckeye looking underneath him. Nowman's visiting the wall once again. Not the first time he's done that today. Dillon broke a spot in the top 20 now. And Nick's back in 22nd. There's Dillon Young. Good for him. He's up in the lead pack now. Tom Girard leading a field, though. That's got to feel good for him. One of the few weekends this year where he's actually been able to focus on not having to travel. That might be one reason why he struggled so much and everything so far this year, is having to travel to all the different racetracks. As Mary Shelley's in the wall. That's another spot for Dillon. Savannah Cole into second. She has a win so far this year, and she's only had to worry about going to one track. She only races the Truck Series right now this season. You know, Tom Gerard's probably trying to impress some teams, try and get a contract signed for next season. If he can go and get a win, that'd probably go a long way. He only has 2 top 10s so far this season, as the field will come down to see 3 to go at the stripe. Savannah Cole makes a move to the inside. Like I said, whoever leads off of 4 is going to win this race. Whoever leads off 4 coming to the checker is going to win this race. As here comes Alex Tanker now. Dillon Young in the lead draft. You can see him back there. The 711 Toyota. You have a Dodge, Toyota, and a Chevy up here towards the front. The only thing's missing is Ford, and they're back there where the 14 is at, back in 10th. As now Dustin Griffiths makes a move for 2nd. Looks like we'll have another repeat winner this season. As the top 3 will now be drivers who have recorded a race win so far. Dustin's was the weirdest and probably the most highly disputed one so far this season, and they're wrecking. They're wrecking. Doesn't matter though. They're racing back to the line. The caution has now just come out, as I saw a car get airborne. It was on its side coming down to the just past the start-finish line. But it's going to be Savannah Cole who's going to grab her 2nd race win of the season and clinch a spot in the chase. Nick Nauman, Brandon Griffiths, Angel Navarro, William Duncan's in it. Oh, they're turning each other already. They're turning after the race. Savannah Cole is your race winner, though. We'll take a look at the results and then take a look at what happened. As Nick Nauman and William Duncan officially put 1 lap down. I think it was Nauman I saw get airborne. I don't know, it doesn't look like he has a truck that would have gone airborne. Oh, yeah, it was him. See what happened here. Looks like it might have been the same thing that happened with Henry Nova. Although this time it's Michael Hegdahl doing the spinning. Nauman's in the grass. He's trying to slow it down. Apparently, I didn't realize how much time was left before I had to cut out. But here's what happened. Hegdahl will get into Nauman. And then who's he going to hit? Because this 41's going to get airborne a little bit. At least go into the catch fence. Oh, it's Duncan. Oh, it's Duncan. Oh my. Just look at this. Look at the truck just riding the wall. There's absolutely nothing Duncan could have done. Even if he tries to turn up, that just worsens where he's going to hit. At least with where he ends up hitting. He ends up hitting in the back end where the fuel is a little bit, which is better than hitting the driver's side door. Because even with hitting there, it's this 14 where all 4 wheels end up being off the ground. Not quite sure where Brandon Griffiths is going to get involved in this. Was he in the first one? Was he in the first wreck? He might have been. Okay, so that is incredible. Let's get a good picture of that. Look at that. All 4 wheels off the ground. Wow. And this was just a truck race. We got Nationwide and Cup still to come. So congrats to Savannah Cole on getting the win. Second straight week that Cole has gone to victory lane. This time it's Savannah, but it's her second win. And that will clinch her a spot in the chase. See you guys next. I'm Gordon Fan 291. This has been a production of the INORL Racing Uncontained. Let's head down to victory lane. See you guys next time.